When last time you saw your 17-year-old, man?
It's been a year now. No, actually, I saw her last year. I was staying with my niece. She came and visited.
Why has it been so long?
I'm addicted to crack cocaine. I'm out here on the streets. I'm embarrassed and shamed.
When was the last time you did crack?
About a week ago.
Well, I mean, so some would say that, you know, you've done crack more recent than you've seen your daughter. So let me ask, I mean, if your daughter, when she gets even just a little bit older than what she is now, and she comes to you and
I'm
she
hoping
says,
that she will forgive me.
well, hold on. When she comes to you and she asks you, she says, Dad, was the crack more important than me? What's gonna be your response?
That's a hell of a question you proposed there. I guess I gotta be honest.
What's up, YouTube? Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. Listen, if you want to support the channel financially, hit the super thanks button. Any amount is much appreciated. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got my man out here today. How you doing today, man?
How you doing today? I'm good. I'm doing good.
all right. I'm doing good as well, man. It's a beautiful day. We got the health fair going on behind us. All right, man. So are you homeless?
Yes, I am.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 61 years old.
61. And so how long have you been homeless?
For the last 2 years.
Okay. And so what was it that happened 2 years ago that made you become homeless?
I'm a veteran. I was working at Atlanta VA hospital. When Trump came in office, I got laid off. My wife was the executive chef at Turner Broadcasting. So she lost her job. I had to do what I had to do. So I started shoplifting, stealing beers.
Well, hold on. Let's put a pin right there. All right. So why did your wife lose her job?
Got in discrepancy with another employee.
Okay. So you're married?
Yes.
Okay. You're currently married?
Yes.
Okay. Where's your wife at now?
She's in a halfway house. She's just recently been released from prison. She's in a halfway house.
So did she go to prison for that incident?
Yes, she got 3 years.
That must have been a pretty bad incident. Well, I mean, what was
basically, we was in Morrow, Georgia.
Okay.
Redneck County. Blacks being in Atlanta, from Atlanta, coming down to Redneck County. They threw the book at us. I'm a veteran. They threw the book at me. But she was driving. She got into a hit and run accident. So they threw the book at her. She got 3 years. I got 1 year.
So wait, so both of y'all was in the car?
Yeah.
And you hit and run somebody?
Yeah, she hit and run.
Okay. What was just the vehicle damaged, or was a person's bodily?
No, just the vehicle.
Okay.
Damage.
Okay. So wait. So you did a hit and run. I mean, was it bad damage? Was it like in a really bad wreck or something?
Not really. It wasn't that bad. Not a bad wreck, but like I said, we was in Madison.
Well, I mean,
Georgia.
listen. You say Madison?
Yes.
I was about to say I'm familiar with Morrow.
Yeah.
Okay, you kept saying Morrow.
Yeah.
So you didn't mean Morrow. You meant Madison.
Madison it was actually in Walton County.
Okay, because Morrow's in Clayton County.
We were in.
I was about to say there's
Yeah.
black people down there too, man.
Yeah,
So,
no.
okay. So, how long ago did this accident or this incident occur?
This is 2022. It happened in 2020.
Okay, so this happened a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is when you became homeless, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, and so y'all was living in Madison County, or?
No, we were living in DeKalb County.
Okay, so you was living in DeKalb. What were you doing down there?
Shoplifting.
In Madison?
I have a wife and I have 6 daughters. I had a 3-bedroom townhouse. Bills still coming in, no income.
So hold on, before we get to the no income part, all right, I'm just trying to unpack how we got to that point, because that's the most critical part.
Right.
Okay, so you and your wife were both working.
Right.
Right? All right.
We both lost our jobs.
At the same time, or like how far apart?
I lost mine first, and then she lost hers a couple months later.
Okay, why did you lose your job? It wasn't because Trump was elected.
Trump had a massive layoff when he first came in office. I was the first one. I was the last one that got hired, first one to go.
Well, Trump was out of office, but I mean, by 2020, you know, Trump was in office for almost 3 or 4 years at that point. We was having a whole nother election in 2020.
Right.
So that doesn't make any sense.
So it was 2018 when I lost my job.
All right, let's get these timelines straight, man. All right, so because you said 2020, okay, was when you got into the accident, I guess.
Right.
All right, okay. So 2018 is when you lost your job.
Right.
All right, that's still, again, that doesn't line up with anything to do with Trump. So what really happened? Why'd you lose your job?
Working at the VA hospital, I got a loan from another employee. The VA have a policy that you can't borrow money from their other employees. So I lost my job under those circumstances.
How did they find out that you took out a loan?
Another employee went and told, jealousy, at the VA hospital.
Okay. So you're saying that you took out a loan. So, okay. Meaning that a fellow employee loaned you money, right? How much money?
$20.
All right, man. So listen. All right. You know, you've been begging to do this interview, man. And I'm going to tell you something.
I'm being honest with you.
I'm going to tell you, man, like, you know, you ain't talking to no rookie. I wasn't born last night. Okay? You don't get fired for stuff like that. Let's just be real. So, you know, you can keep it real, man.
I am keeping it real. If you know about the VA hospital.
So a guy gave you $20.
Uh-huh.
And how did they find out that you got the $20?
He in turn told my supervisor.
Why did he tell? You didn't pay him back or something?
I paid him back. I don't know why he did.
Well, did he have proof?
Yeah.
What was the proof?
I told him, y'all borrowed the money from me.
But did you know that it was a policy that you can't do that?
Not at the time, I didn't know it. At the time, I didn't know that. Because we had been doing it.
All right, man. That really, I'm going to tell you, man, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, man.
I didn't know that the policy existed. Because I had been there for a number of years. We had been doing it. I had been borrowing money, lending money myself.
All right, man. Let's move on. All right. So you lost your job at the VA.
Yeah.
And when did your wife lose her job? Because 2020 is when the incident occurred, the hit and run.
Right.
When did your wife lose her job?
Exact date and exact month, year, I can't come right off the top of my head right now.
Well, I mean, you don't have to be the exact day or whatever, but how long apart was it? Hey, how you doing, miss? How far apart was it from you losing your job to her losing her job?
Within a matter of 6 to 8 months.
Okay. And she lost her job because she got into a physical altercation?
Well, yeah, it wasn't physical, it was just verbal argument.
With who?
One from one of the employees at Turner Broadcasting.
Hey, how you doing, miss? They got a health fair going on. Yep.
She got into a verbal confrontation with another employee.
Okay. And how old is your wife?
My wife now is 53.
53? Okay. All right.
From New York, Allenville, straight hood rat.
So she's from New York, she's raised in Adamsville?
Yeah.
Okay. Adamsville is definitely one of the, former, definitely most kind of hood areas.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a lot of them in Atlanta, but that was definitely one of them.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, I mean, okay, safe to say, all right, whatever. I'll skip that part. Okay. All right, so you both lost your job.
Yeah.
And you say you was in Madison County shoplifting?
We was there in Walton County.
Walton County.
Walton.
And you were shoplifting?
Yeah.
For what?
Red Bull, beer. All imports. All imported beer.
And so you were shoplifting while the store was open, or
Yeah,
when it was?
Ingle grocery store.
I mean, what type of profit are you gonna make from that, man? Like,
imported beer. There's a store out Rocket Road. There's a store.
Bitch, you are a fucking trainer that will die today, ho. Try me. Stop running. Stop running against this ass whooping like a
Go
neck.
around.
Or just the way you used to be.
Y'all gone with that, man. Y'all gone with that. Gone with all that, man. Gone with all
I got
that.
4 kids, ho.
You ain't got no kids.
Gone
you
with that,
broke ass
man.
bitch.
Come on, cut it out.
I will kill
Both of you, cut it out.
Oh, well, come kill me. Let
Cut
her
it
go.
out.
Let her go.
Let's go.
Let her go.
Cut it out.
Let her
Free.
go. She gonna kill me.
Let's go.
Bitch,
Free.
I'll pull these titties out this shirt.
Let's
I'm gonna kill
go.
that bitch too. What's up? Come get it. Come, You said you want to fight, bitch. Let's go.
Man, it's
Don't run, bitch.
Female, man.
That ain't no bitch.
That's a female, man.
That's a nigga.
That's a female.
That's a nigga. And if you been letting her suck on you, that's a whole ass nigga, bitch.
Come on, man.
Come back. Come back.
Oh,
Don't give a
shit.
fuck about her.
Hey, man.
I ain't never seen no nigga be about that shit and run. Fucking pussy.
Yeah, sit up, babies, bitch.
Try me again.
Man, cut it
Try
out.
me
bro.
again,
Cut
nigga.
it out.
I'ma
Shut up,
show
bro. Shut up.
My
Run your
dick,
mouth,
bitch,
man.
if I had
Cut it
one.
out. Cut it out. Run your mouth. Stop, man. I'm not gonna fight for you. You wanna run up on me?
I've been trying to run up on you and you running away.
Stop, man. All that crazy shit, man.
My boy, you know,
What's up, girl? What's up? What's up, man?
Look, man.
What's
Hey,
up? I'm running
that's
up
a
on you,
female,
running
big
up on
dog.
you. What's up?
I ain't see a female, man.
You gonna hit a girl,
I
man?
ain't gonna hear it.
Puss ass bitch.
Man, y'all get that
Now,
crazy
what
stuff
type
out.
of nigga is that? Asking for an ass whooping and running from it. Looking to strangers for motherfucking help. Goddamn.
Well, welcome to Atlanta, man.
ATL.
All day, man.
This is the
All
better
right.
South.
Hey, man, it be like that sometimes. It be like that. All right, man. So, okay, so you guys, I mean, that's why did you go all the way to Walton County to steal Red Bulls and beers?
We had been hitting a number of different Ingles stores, Ingles grocery store.
Why Ingles?
Ingles has two entrances. They have an entrance by the cashier, and they have an entrance by the cafeteria area. It was more easy.
I mean, okay, all right, man. I mean, that's Jesus Christ. That seems like a heavy price to pay for
It
shoplifting.
was a mistake. We
Well-
all make mistakes.
Well, it
in
sounds like it wasn't a mistake. It sounds like it was something that you was doing on purpose. But
life. we both was addicted.
addicted to what?
Addiction, crack cocaine.
Okay, so that sounds more like
That had a part
that
to
could
play.
be. Well, I mean,
They had
that
a part to play in it, too.
that probably played a major part because most people, if they needed money, their first thought is, let me go steal, Red
Yeah.
Bulls from Ingles.
Yeah.
And imported beers. But okay. All right. So so crack cocaine is the addiction, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so how old were you the first time that you smoked crack?
I'm 62 now. I would say I was about 40, about 45, 46.
Okay. So almost about 17 or so years ago. What was it that made you start smoking crack?
Being a fool.
Well, I mean, at the age of 45 though?
Being a fool.
Yeah, I guess it's
Being
old
attracted
fools.
to a female.
You say what?
Being attracted to a female.
Well, what it being attracted to? I'm attracted to females. That doesn't make me go smoke crack.
It didn't make you smoke crack, but with me, she was already doing it. At the time, I was selling dope.
So you was attracted to a crackhead?
Yeah.
Was she
I married one.
a married one?
I married one.
Oh, you married one. So that's the one that you married?
No.
Okay. So let's go back. Where are you from, man?
Born and raised. I'm a Grader baby.
Man, shout out ATL, man. All right, definitely shout out ATL. Shout out all the Grady babies, man. Like, hey, man, look, y'all what made this city, man. Especially the guys in your age, your generation, man. So I ain't mad at it. All right, man. So, growing up here in Atlanta, did you have both your mom and your dad in the household?
Yes, I did.
Okay, were they married?
Yes, they were.
All right. How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I come from a family of 8.
Okay. 8 including your parents or just 8 kids?
8 kids.
Okay, where were you in the birth order?
I'm the baby boy.
Okay. So
have a
there was
younger
a
sister.
sister under you? Okay.
I have a younger sister under me.
Okay. Growing up, would you say that you had a fairly normal childhood?
I had an excellent childhood.
What side of town did you grow up on?
I was born in Mechanicsville. I grew up in Kirkwood.
Okay, Kirkwood. So that's like it's kind of like on the east side a little bit. That's like Zone 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Back then, when you first moved in the Kirkwood area, it was actually nice and decent. You know what I'm saying?
Back then, see, it was a mixed culture.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and then it got really hood, and then now it's completely almost
It's
regentrified.
It's back mixed culture.
Right. Okay. All right. So you grew up in Kirkwood. You had a good childhood. Did you go to high school?
Yeah.
Did you graduate?
Yes.
What school?
Murphy High.
Shout out Murphy High, man. Hey, all right.
1979.
Yeah, that's old school, man. That's old school. All right. Okay. And so, did you go to college?
Nah. I went to the service.
Okay. How long did you serve?
I served 3 years.
Okay. Why did you leave after 3?
Being buck wild. Not used to. I wasn't used to that type of authority. That type of that mentality. I wasn't used to that.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask why, because you grew up with your dad, right?
Right.
Was he not an authoritarian type of?
Yes, my father was.
So then, why would you
What?
say you didn't grow up with?
Not with a person all in your face. Get down, do this. No, my father didn't do it like that.
Yeah. I mean,
His word was law. You do this here, and that's it.
yeah, I get it. All right. Okay, so you got out the military. You didn't do crack until 45. So what was your early 20s up to 45? Was you working? Was you stable? What was life like?
Yeah, I was working.
Did you like have your own place, or did you still live at your parents' house? How was everything looking for you?
I was shifting from sisters to brothers, all kind of stuff like that.
So it was kind of low-wage worker.
Yeah.
Didn't never have enough to kind of have your own type deal.
Right. Really,
Okay.
I wasn't.
All right, man. And so, I mean, the long and short of it is that you never really kind of got to a place to where you had your own and you had your...
Not till after I got into adult.
Not until what?
I got in adulthood. After I got out about my mid-30s, then I started taking on the responsibility of being a man, having my own place.
Okay, so then how do we go from that point of having your own place to, deciding to do crack at 45?
It wasn't like I really wanted to do crack. Like I said, I started doing.
You say you were selling dope, right?
Yes, I was.
And so you're selling dope, so you saw the effect that it had on people.
Yeah.
You saw how people who were addicted continued to come back and give you money.
Mind you, but remember, this is before crack cocaine come about. That's when everyone was freebasing.
That's not true, man. You said, listen, 17 years ago was 2005, man. All right, so one thing people know on this channel, I'm good at math.
Okay.
And so 2005, listen, no, we were fully aware of crack and its effects. Okay, so I mean, that's just not true, wasn't? This ain't back in the 80s.
When I was selling dope, it was not crack cocaine. It was freebasing.
Well, then your timeline is off then, because you said that the first time you smoked crack, you was 45 years old, right?
Right.
Okay, well, you're 63, right?
Right.
It's 18 years ago, so that's 2004. Okay? It's 2004.
Video.
Okay? So 2004, again, all right, so hold on one second. All right, quick interruption. Okay, but I mean, come on, man, like, that math ain't mathing, man. So what's going on? Like, if you were selling, even if I give you 10 years prior to that, 1994, we still knew what crack was doing.
Right.
And so, it ain't jiving what you're saying, man. So like, what's the deal? Like, why did you decide to smoke crack knowing that it had the effects that it had? I mean, for some pussy?
Not really thinking that I can fall for it like that.
But you say you were selling it.
I was.
So what makes you think you was special?
I was young, stupid, naive.
You was 45.
I was young, stupid, and naive.
Well, listen, 45 ain't young, man.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody considers 45 young.
No, it's not that young, but
It's not. You're a grown man. You've seen a lot at that point. I'm not 45 yet. Okay? I feel like I have enough experience to know, to not smoke crack. I've seen the effects that it has on people, and especially if you were selling it. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, what was the mindset, man?
Just giving up on life. Lost.
Why?
Lost.
Yeah, I know, but why? Why do you think you gave up?
I was lost. My father had been gone. Fell in love with a young lady. lost. Not knowing who I was.
I mean, you seem like a intelligent enough, articulate enough guy, man. You know, sounds like you grew up in, you know, at least middle to lower middle class environment. You know, had some difficulties, I understand, with regards to your parents and their health and things like that. But I guess I'm just trying to ask for the audience, like, why at that age, at that point, would you decide to do that, knowing the effects that it had? And then, you know, kind of here we are, man. And so, like, okay, let's move past. So what are we doing at this point to try to get out of this position of being homeless?
As I stated before, I'm a veteran. I'm waiting on HUD badge.
And you've been homeless for how long now?
2 years now.
I mean, man, listen, we could talk after the video, man, but there's a lot of veteran organizations, man. Like, it doesn't take
There's
2
a lot
years.
of bullshit organizations that say they're veteran organizations.
All right, man. We'll talk.
From my experience.
Hey, I ain't gonna beat a dead horse. All right, man. So I ain't mad at it, man. So at the end of the day, you're basically waiting to get through some of these programs, so that you can get. And so, what about your wife, man? When's the last time you saw her?
I saw my wife last Monday.
Last Monday?
Yeah.
Okay. And so, what was that interaction like?
It was a little weird.
How long had y'all not seen each other for?
Last 4 years.
So you hadn't seen her in 4 years prior to last Monday?
Yeah.
So what was weird about it?
I didn't know. I didn't recognize her. She had changed.
Physically?
Aged. She had changed, aged.
Wow. So she had aged a lot?
Yeah.
How did that make you feel?
Made me feel less than a man.
Why?
Because I stepped away from my initials as a man, as a father, as a husband. I stepped away from it.
You say you guys.
I let Satan trick me out of my.
Well, and you say you guys had 6 kids, right?
Yes.
How old was the oldest and how young was the youngest?
My youngest is 17 years old, straight A student. Love her to death.
So who are they living with right now?
My stepdaughter.
Her daughter?
Yeah.
When last time you saw your 17-year-old, man?
It's been a year now. No, actually I saw her last year. I was staying with my niece. She came and visited.
Why has it been so long?
I'm addicted to crack cocaine. I'm out here on the streets. I'm embarrassed and shamed.
When was the last time you did crack?
About a week ago.
Well, I mean, so some would say that, you know, you've done crack more recent than you've seen your daughter. So let me ask, I mean, if your daughter, when she gets even just a little bit older than what she is now, and she comes to you and
I'm
she
hoping
says,
that she forgive me.
well, hold on. When she comes to you and she asks you, she says, Dad, was the crack more important than me? What's gonna be your response?
That's a hell of a question you proposed there. I guess I gotta be honest. The crack was more important. My addiction was more important to me. My selfishness, my anger, my hurt, my feeling less than a man, less than a human being. I let all those play a part in my decision making.
Okay, man. Hey, man, listen, self-awareness and self-accountability is the first step, man. So I can salute that. All right, man. Well, listen, we really appreciate you taking the time, answering all of our questions. If anybody out there wanted to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way they could do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
No.
No, nothing at all?
No, none of that.
All right, man. Well, I see you out here all the time, man. So, you know, definitely going to give you light and love, man, every time I see you, all right?
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, man. Have you a good
God
one.
bless you all.
All right.